the teens, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. On the return, it's Washington. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
The tackle by
sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And it's complete. Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 22.
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Austin Hooper. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Panthers 0.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Get him, get him. Find out. Check 43.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Jeremy Chin.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
To number 41.
Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Saints 14. Panthers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there. First down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. In your face.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to air one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 59 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Here's a first down throw that's complete.
Rogers.
7 yards the pickup there.
Michael Thomas.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rogers. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the...
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The ground. This is Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Bloods to try to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints 21, Panthers 7.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
57's the mic. Watch 57. And that QB's trash. Let's go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's just me and you. Check 31. Check 31. 56 the mic. Fall down. You can't block me. You can't block me. 49.
To throw is Bridgewater. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
At the 23-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers going to get to football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check. Tighten up. Check.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Find out.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. On the ground, Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he rifles one incomplete.
Rodgers.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do.
I'm here all day. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Go, go, go.
On second down at 4, Bridgewater. And got his man complete. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 89 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
To Michael Thomas. It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Rodgers now on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Again,
and the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Taken down at the
43 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Rodgers is going to let this go deep for Lee, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Eli Apple.
The Saints on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
50 seconds to Mike. I hope you brought your lunch, and I'm about to take you to school.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And a hit this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Hey.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Buying time to his left.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
57's a Mike. Watch 57, huh?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. found his target. It's Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
57. Mike, 57. Come on. Motion, motion, motion.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Go. 57 is the mark. 57. Let's go, D. Fall down. 57. Yo. 57 is the mark. 57 is the mark.
Bridgewater to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. But now it's third and goal.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
56 the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Now Bridgewater toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
56.
Bridgewater to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Pickup brings up second and 7 at the 14-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
We got 58. 36. Kill. Turn on. Kill. Turn on.
They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing just about on his own goal line. Johnson on the return. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
For the wins, came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. Yeah, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's still private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if you drop, I just hit my dance. I was pop, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was a dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the vibe, I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the vibe, you in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in and drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.